What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today I am ridiculously excited to be taking a look at the brand new Amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech Attack on Titan. Eren Yaeger. Oh my god, bro. I've been waiting forever, and I see people like Boone, who's a big, Revoltech guy, and just I've never had a Revoltech figure. This is my introduction to the Revoltech line, and the only Attack on Titan figure I have is the Jazzwares non-Titan version Eren Yaeger, and he's awesome. I really like that figure, but this is what I'm here for. I'm so happy that this line exists. I'll be buying both lines. Attack on Titan is my favorite, and that Beast Titan is going to be the figure of the century, guys. I'm calling it. So without further ado, I cannot wait any longer to get this open. So let's go ahead and do just that. Oh, man. So getting Eren Yaeger out of the packaging, I gotta say, he's pretty awesome. I do have one kind of big complaint with him, and maybe it's just on mine. I hope it's just on mine for everybody else's sake, but like, if that wasn't a thing, I really don't have any complaints with this figure. And even still, even though that one thing does bug me, I'm still so happy to have an Attack Titan and to finally have this figure in my hands. And it seems like the armor and the female are not too far behind. I saw a couple people getting them, so hopefully I'll get them at the same time, do them in one video. But yeah, he looks great. So, he definitely has those amazing Yamaguchi proportions, but I think for Eren in the Attack and Attack on Titans in general, I think it works. Like when he's standing there, he's like vanilla, which is not their thing. I get that. He looks good. Like, he looks damn good. You definitely gotta like fidget with a lot of things, but if you get him like just standing there, oh man, Eren looks so good. All right, enough of me gushing about AOT. Let's get to the nitty gritty. I like that head sculpt. I do. But as you can see, a problem I have with this figure is that the head, and I guess this is intentional, the head just feels very weird. Like, it doesn't want to stay on. And maybe I'm like kind of realizing maybe that's intentional, but I don't like that at all. Like, I keep wanting to go like this, because you can get all the movement without doing this weird stuff, and then the head just like falls off, and I'm really not doing anything. Like, I just wish that maybe this peg that the hair plugged into was like a little bit further seated back. Like, I wish he didn't have alternate hair, because he doesn't come in any alternate faces, which we'll talk about that when I get to accessories. But I don't know, I don't love that. That does frustrate me. It's not gonna like just fall out, but well, actually look, so there it is on all the way. And it is kind of like ready to come off. So I mean, that's frustrating no matter how I cut it. But I love the paint and sculpt on this, like that tight musculature, the tight fisted hands. It looks like the art style very nicely. You get to see some nice little shading in there. I love all like the muscle striations on him. You get the joints in the joints are gonna be the joints. We'll talk about that more when we get to articulation, but I think they are hidden pretty well on him. You get, again, I do think his design lends itself to the Amazing Yamaguchi style, so maybe it's not bothering me as much as like it would on like Batman or something. Man, that's a tight butt. But yeah, so it looks good. There's not much to talk about. I mean, you got some shading that's pretty well done. I don't like these big toe hinge pins, but yeah, he looks good. I do like when he's just standing there. Ooh, he's standing there menacingly. But yeah, and the ankles are tight. That's what I was worried about, because my closest exposure is the CT Toys Agent Venom, which I'm not going to count that as my forte into Amazing Yamaguchi. This is my first Amazing Yamaguchi figure, and I am happy with it. So yeah, I guess that's all right. But where I do kind of have a problem is the amount of accessories he comes with. He really does not come with a lot at all. He only comes with a couple different hands, so you'll get the open hands, clenching hands, and then like the hardening hands. And you do get the hardening hands, and those are probably going to be the ones I use because it adds some color variation and it looks cool. And then you just get an alternate hair piece of like more relaxed hair. But I mean, they're not that different, to be honest. And so all you do is pull this off, and then replace it here. And then plug this back in. And, you know, I like this one more, but I could have lived without the different hair pieces. My biggest complaint, and you do get the Amazing Yamaguchi stand, which I'm not going to take out because I'm not going to use it, and you do get an extra peg there in case one breaks, which I do like. The eyes also move. It really is kind of arbitrary for Eren. I mean, his eyes are almost completely white, so definitely a waste in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I would never touch the eyes anyway. Like, yeah, I don't like movable eyes on figures, but here it just doesn't even freaking make sense. But and then lost my train of thought because of the eye thing. Oh, but my biggest complaint with accessories is, where's the screaming head? He definitely needed a screaming head. So the fact that we don't get that, unless I'm tripping, I thought in promotional images they showed him with the screaming head, but lo and behold, I am keeping this box. None of the promotional images on the back have him with the screaming head. So I gotta admit, I'm a little disappointed in that. I would have liked him to come with an alternate head. Especially because you made the mouth interchangeable. So that just kind of leads me to believe that we're going to get another Eren, or maybe another figure down the line will like come with a different Eren face. I don't know. But I do wish he came with an alternate head. But the biggest talking point when talking about Amazing Yamaguchi is, how is the articulation? So I'm going to try to get them as vanilla as possible. And everybody always says there's a learning curve. It's a damn action figure, man. There. So that's a pretty good vanilla pose. His knees are always going to be kind of bent. It's just kind of how they are. But there we go. So the neck, we kind of already saw what that looks like. It's just a double ball peg on the top of the neck. That, if you use that with the neck, because you get this crazy neck at the bottom, you get crazy good movement all the way around. I like that a lot. I mean, he can look up all the way, even with that long hair, and he can like kind of slouch forward, which normally is dumb. I don't get why you would want that, but I think for Eren it actually is kind of cool, very expressive for him. But again, I just wish that this head would stay on. Man, it's driving me nuts. Shoulders, I hate this kind of shoulder, but it does kind of work for Amazing Yamaguchi and what they do. So the shoulder is on like a ball peg that is like a ball peg in there, and then this slip joint like goes into a hole in here. So using that all together, see, like I'm not even moving the head. I hate that. Like that really ruins the fun factor for me on this figure. The shoulder goes up that far. It'll go down. You do gotta like push it in and all this nonsense. It's definitely overcomplicated, but again, you know that going into Amazing Yamaguchi. It can rotate, and then they have these weird ass butterfly joints that are like pec flaps that work for Eren. You know, you can bring them back to about here, and that looks pretty cool. And you can bring them forward to about here. So, I mean, you can really like push those poses. If you had a head on, that would be even better, but you know, stupid ass hairpiece makes it difficult. I'm gonna put on the hair that I like more. I just don't like posing the figure when he's not complete, man. He needs a face, man. I don't know what I'm posing. Like, oh man, like that looks pretty awesome. So I like that joint. It's definitely too much, but it's nice. Then you get the double diaphragm joint that literally can almost make him lick his own balls. I mean, look at... Oh, let it pop out. And there goes the head again. Man, that's annoying. I mean, like, look at that. Like, if you use that in the neck joint, like, that is crazy. That is nuts. all the way back until about I guess, like, if you want to get a gap, if you don't mind getting a gap, you can go about that far without the gap. About there, it should be fine. And it'll pivot all the way around and rotate at the top and the bottom. So torso is like, that is awesome. Again, would love if the head would stay on. Like, this shit is annoying. I might just glue it. Like, maybe that's a bad choice, but I might just glue it on there. Like, that, it is ruining the fun factor. But oh man, that looks so good. The hips are insane. Like, such a weird hip joint. They go past horizontal. They'll rotate. They swivel weird, but it works. They do pop out, at least on this side. It was a little tight out of the box on this side for me. You can kick forward to about there. You kind of got to, like, rotate it. Then you get a single jointed knee. And that's alright. Then you get this joint, which I think is maybe the most useless joint. Like, when would he ever need to move his calf like that? I mean, I get what they're going for, but it just... I would prefer that joint wasn't there. It feels like a hinge joint in there, but you can't move. I don't think articulation of something on a figure should be there if the anatomy doesn't allow it. Like, why would you need this joint? Like, your shin can't do that. Like, the only thing that would make this useful is, like, if you have, like, the armor Titan, like, coming and, like, elbowing him in the shin. Like, that would be kind of cool, but I don't know. You get the ankle there, it swivels, it goes down, it goes up, it pivots, and you get a nice tight toe hinge that is a lot better looking going up than it does down. But, yeah, this hip is... the right side's a little tight on mine, but, yeah, I do like it. I mean, he is pretty... yeah, it's getting glued after this review. After I take these pictures, I'm gluing it, because that's just driving me nuts. And again, maybe that's just mine, but it is, like, actually kind of driving me insane. Like, I want to play with my figures, you know, like... but, I mean, the movement is there. It's just a matter of how crazy you get with it. Here he is next to the ape known as the Beast Titan, along with the Jazzards Fortnite Series 6-inch Peely. Here he is next to the McFarlane Toys Dark Knight Returns Batman, along with the Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men Series Darwin. And then finally here he is next to the Hasbro Marvel Legends What If Series Zombie Captain America. So you might be wondering, yo, Ant, what are your final thoughts on this figure? And as a big, huge Attack on Titan fan, it's my favorite anime. I have the Beast Titan tattooed on my leg. I had high hopes going into this line. And I won't say I'm disappointed. I'll say I do wish things were done a little bit differently, but disappointed I wouldn't go as far as to say that. I just really, really am annoyed that the head won't stay on. He should have had an alternate head, and maybe some smoke effects would have been awesome. I know Amazing Yamaguchi's done it. I'm pretty sure they've done it with their flashes and things. So that would have been awesome to have some clear smoke around him. So for me, the big thing is the head not staying on and the lack of accessories. I think he should have came with more. Just my opinion. So with that being said, at a price point of $110, 100 to 110, depending on where you get them, I'm going to give Eren an 8.5. He definitely should come with more. The head really brings it down. And I could live with the lack of accessories. I do want a screaming head, but I could live with that had the head stayed on, because that just ruins the fun factor for me. But it's a good quality figure, and if you're on the market for an Eren Yaeger in his Attack Titan form, because Jazzwares gave us the non-Attack Titan form, you won't be disappointed. So with that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. If you have not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd. I post a lot on all of those apps, and I have a great time, so I'm sure you will too. But as always, let me know. You coppin'? See you guys next one. Peace. Guys, I wanted to hop on here again and thank you all for watching, and to let you know that if the following apps interest you, feel free to follow me on them, as I put the links in the description for you guys. I really appreciate everything you all do for me, so DM me with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to sit and talk with you all. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.